This video is for educational purposes only. We are not financial advisors. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. Please note that we do not offer technical support. While we routinely maintain our website, videos, and member tools to ensure proper functionality, any issues related to third-party platforms or software, including interactive brokers, YouTube, Microsoft Excel, Adobe PDF, and others, should be directed to the respective service providers. Close part of a position on the interactive broker's trading platform, exercise an option. Before starting this video, you should already be familiar with the structure of our trading instructions, the interactive broker's option trader interface, how to enter the underlying asset symbol, and select the option's expiration date and strike price. You should also already be familiar with the option strategy opening procedures introduced in these videos shown on the screen, as well as the key steps and settings for configuring the interactive broker's trading platform interfaces. Finally, you should also be familiar with how to close out different option strategies. For details, you can re-watch the videos shown on the screen. Next, we will introduce a relatively special situation in options trading, being assigned, and exercising, an option. Sometimes, even though we have only traded options, we may suddenly find some stocks or ETFs in our account, seemingly out of nowhere, and they've cost us quite a bit of cash. For example, as shown in the yellow dashed box on the screen, 200 shares of TLT suddenly appeared in the account, costing around $18,000 in total, and they're already showing an unrealized loss of $860. There's no need to panic. All the trades recommended by Giga Certainty to its members have already taken into account how to handle this kind of special situation. Our original position was actually a sell-put spread, as shown in the yellow dashed box on the screen. Specifically, we sold one contract of the TLT May 9, 2025 92 put and bought one contract of the TLT May 9, 2025 86 put. In addition, there was also a buy-put spread, as shown in the yellow dashed box on the screen now. Specifically, we bought one contract of the TLT May 9, 2025 98 put and sold one contract of the TLT May 9, 2025 92 put. So, as shown on the screen, we sold a total of two contracts of the TLT May 9, 2025 92 put. This means that some counterparty in the market bought those two contracts from us. As we've explained in the member handbook, the buyer of a put option, in this case, an American-style option like TLT, has the right to sell the underlying asset at the strike price any time before expiration. This is referred to as exercising the option in options terminology. That's exactly what happened to us. At the time, TLT had dropped below $88, and May 9 was approaching. If the buyer of the TLT May 9, 2025 92 put exercised the option, selling TLT at $92, and then immediately bought the same number of TLT on the market at the current price, they could pocket over $4 per share in cash. If their original cost to purchase the option was less than $4, they would make a profit. As a result, a counterparty decided to exercise the option, i.e., to sell TLT. The market maker, acting as an intermediary, randomly assigns the exercise to an eligible trader, and we happen to be the one randomly picked. This is what's referred to as being assigned. This is why the two contracts of TLT puts we sold have disappeared, and 200 shares of TLT suddenly appeared in our account, which, in fact, we paid for. If you look closely, the cost of these TLT shares is $92, exactly the strike price of the put options. We paid a total of $18,400. Now, we're going to exercise the two bought puts shown on the screen, that is, sell 100 shares of TLT at each of the strike prices, $86 and $98. This will give us a total of $18,400 in proceeds. Both the quantity and the total amount exactly matched the TLT shares we were assigned and purchased earlier. The sell operation will create a short position of minus 200 shares of TLT. The broker will automatically offset this short position with the 200 shares of TLT already in our account. Since the total amounts are the same and no commissions are involved, this assignment and subsequent exercise have no impact on our profit or loss. Our P&L is still determined solely by the option positions we originally designed. Let's take a look at how to exercise an option. The process is actually quite simple. Select the option you want to exercise. It must be a bought single-leg American-style option, then right-click on it. In the pop-up menu, select Option Exercise, and then Exercise. Submit the order. We can submit an exercise order at any time, but the actual settlement will be processed at 5:25 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time that day. So it's very likely that you'll see the prompt shown on the screen. As shown in the yellow dashed box on the screen, the pending exercise order appears under the Orders tab in the Activity section. We'll use the same method to exercise the other put option, and once its pending exercise order also appears, we're done. Next, after 5:25 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time, we'll check to confirm that the assigned stocks or ETFs and our bought put positions have all been cleared, and that our total cash balance has been restored. It's worth noting that the market maker randomly selects which traders are assigned when an option is exercised. Since we have no way of knowing exactly when an assignment occurs in a member's account, we're unable to provide specific exercise instructions accordingly. If you find that you've been assigned, please take action promptly. That said, if we notice that our own account has been assigned, we'll inform our members as soon as possible.